Have you ever wondered why the land law of Uttarakhand is not just a matter of paperwork, but a necessity? This is an intriguing topic that is essential for the development of the state. Uttarakhand's land law plays a crucial role in regulating the land, ensuring that the state's diverse geographical features are effectively and sustainably managed. From snow-capped peaks to verdant valleys, each piece of land has its unique value and challenges. The law acts as a mediator in land disputes, providing a framework to resolve conflicts in an organized and impartial manner. With the population scattered across different terrains, disputes can often arise, and this is where the land law comes in, maintaining peace and order. But the complexities do not end here. The law also ensures that the path of sustainable development is smooth, maintaining a balance between development and conservation. Indeed, without the land law, the land of Uttarakhand would be like a ship without a rudder, prone to directionless and chaos. The history of land law in Uttarakhand is an interesting journey that reflects the development of the state. This journey takes us back to the English colonial era when the zamindari system was introduced. This system, a legacy of the British colonial rule, allowed zamindars or landowners to collect revenue from farmers and agricultural laborers. This was a time when the land did not belong to those who tilled it, but to those who had power and privilege. As India was moving towards independence, a wave of change swept across the country. The dawn of independence in the 1940s brought the promise of a new India, an India where the land belonged to those who worked on it. Land reforms became a pillar of the country's policy, aimed at abolishing feudal land ownership and redistributing land equally. In Uttarakhand, an example of these reforms was the abolition of the zamindari system, which marked the beginning of the era of agricultural reforms. But the story of land law in Uttarakhand does not end here. As the state developed, so did its laws. The unique geographical and socio-economic conditions of Uttarakhand necessitated changes in the existing land law. Mountainous terrain, dependence on agriculture, and the needs of local communities all shaped the land law. In recent years, amendments have been made to meet these unique needs. For example, the government has arranged for land acquisition for development projects, while also ensuring the protection of the rights of local communities. These amendments reflect an understanding of maintaining a balance between development and conservation, progress and tradition. This is the essence of land law in Uttarakhand. It is not a rigid set of rules, but a dynamic element that changes with time. It reflects the history of the state, its struggles, and its aspirations. It testifies to the state's commitment to social justice, equal land distribution, and the welfare of its people. Thus, the land law in Uttarakhand is not static, but has evolved over time, reflecting the changing realities of the state. Now that we have delved deep into history, let's examine the key aspects of the current land law of Uttarakhand. First, the land law imposes a ban on selling land to non-residents. This is a crucial point as it protects the interests of local communities and prevents the uncontrolled flow of external capital that could disrupt the local economy and social harmony. It ensures that land, a valuable resource, remains within the community and is used for the benefit of its members. Next, let's talk about the limit on land rights. This provision is designed to prevent the concentration of land in a few hands and promotes its equal distribution among residents. A limit on the amount of land that can be owned by a person ensures that everyone gets a fair share of this important resource. This provision is especially important in a hilly state like Uttarakhand, where the availability of arable land is limited. Finally, the land law provides for land use regulation. This includes classification of land based on its suitability for various uses such as agriculture, housing, industry, etc. It is a way to ensure that land is used effectively and its potential is fully realized. It helps prevent the misuse of environmentally sensitive areas. These provisions in the land law are not arbitrary but have been formulated keeping in mind the unique needs and challenges of Uttarakhand. Mountainous terrain, fragile ecosystems, and the need for sustainable development. All these factors were considered while framing these laws. So you see, the land law of Uttarakhand is not just a set of laws. It is a vision for the future, a roadmap for development that is continuous, equitable, and inclusive. It symbolizes the state's commitment to protect its natural resources and ensure the welfare of its residents. As you can see, the land law of Uttarakhand is a well-thought-out framework designed to protect the state's land resources and ensure their equitable distribution. So, what's in store for the future of land law in Uttarakhand? Like any living, breathing entity, it is evolving to meet the changing needs of society. As we look towards the future, it is clear that the land law in Uttarakhand will have to navigate a growingly complex landscape. One of the biggest challenges will be population growth and development. As more and more people consider Uttarakhand their home, there is likely to be increased pressure on land resources. This means that the law will need to find ways to accommodate this growth, while ensuring the protection of land rights and effective resolution of disputes. Over time, the law will need to deal with the demand for healthier land use practices. It's not just about preserving of Uttarakhand, it's about how land can continue to support the lives and livelihoods of those who depend on it. The law will need to provide clear guidelines and incentives for healthy land use, and strong penalties for those who violate these rules. And then there's the elephant in the room: climate change. This global challenge has local implications, and the land law will have to adapt to them. Whether it's dealing with the impact of extreme weather events on land ownership, or managing the transition to more climate-dependent agriculture, the law will play a crucial role. All these challenges underscore the importance of continuous review and amendment of the law. Land law cannot be a static document, but must keep pace with the rapid changes happening around us. It will require the combined efforts of lawmakers, legal practitioners, and the general public to ensure that the laws remain fit for purpose. In the end, the future of land law in Uttarakhand depends on our ability to balance the needs of development with the needs of sustainability. It's a challenge, but also an opportunity to shape a better future for the state.